watching KWQC TV, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the Quad Cities, with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel, this is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, it is Monday, which means it's Adoptable Four-Legged Friends Day. We will meet Gertie and learn more about how you can help the Animal Aid Humane Society in Moline. Plus, we may be tracking wintry weather this week, but it's never too early to think of summer camp for the kids. YMCA of the Iowa-Mississippi Valley joins us to talk about the activities at Camp Abe Lincoln Summer Camp. And later in the show, Art with Atticus. We will learn more about these instructor-led intuitive painting classes, helping participants release emotions and express their own creativity. Happy Monday. It is February 3rd, and you are watching Quad Cities Live. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Keel. Morgan has the day off. Well, you see this little robot next to me. It's all part of a theme later this month at the library in Rock Island. And February is the shortest month of the year, but there's a lot going on at your local library because it is Library Lovers Month. Here to help us count the ways we love our libraries is Lisa Lockhart from the Rock Island Public Library. Happy Library Lovers Month, Lisa.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming in today. We got a lot of bases to cover here. So as we know, the library is much more than the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of books. There's a lot of services you all offer that people might not know about.
Yeah, books and more.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of services people may not know we offer until they have a need and ask us about them.
Yeah, so one of them is Book a Librarian. So what is that about?
Yeah, so it's kind of a missing manual, so to speak. So you can book an hour of time with a Rock Island Public Librarian, and we will help you work through some kind of technical issue, whether it's maybe working with an app or with email or loading something on your laptop or your tablet. You know, we don't do legal or medical advice.
Sure.
That's not our purview.
No.
But we can help you kind of work through that technical aspect of things. And if it's something that we can't handle, we might refer you.
All right, yeah, sometimes that technology can be a little bit tricky and a little bit hard to navigate. So good to know that we have a librarian on our side as well. So another service is you have homebound services as well. And this is very interesting. I hadn't heard of this, but you actually will deliver books to people who are in kind of like a home care services.
Home care services, or maybe they're just temporarily homebound. Maybe they're having surgery and can't leave their house. You can sign up to be on our homebound delivery program, and we will deliver and pick up books from you. And there's an application for that on our website.
Okay.
You can also name somebody to be your pickup person if you know you're having a short-term disability or something that prevents you from coming to the library.
So has that one been pretty popular for you guys?
It's very popular and growing, and of course I think probably maybe more so in the winter, people are scheduling surgeries or something, but yeah, it is growing in popularity.
Okay, and you've got the Best Sellers Club.
That is kind of like a get in the line early.
Yeah.
And so there are certain authors that we buy their new books all the time. And so you can get in the line early for those. They're all fiction authors, but essentially we'll place the holds for you, and when it's available, we'll let you know.
All right.
And so kind of get in early.
There you go. Get in early and get the books that you want. That's for sure. All right. So you have digital and in-person services as well. Obviously, the in-person services make sense, but a lot of digital services as well.
Yeah. You know, for example, we have Rock Island high school yearbooks, and we have digitized every yearbook back to 1911.
Wow. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So maybe you're looking up dad or grandpa or mom or your aunt or something.
Yeah.
You can search those online. And then, of course, we have a lot of the digital content services that we've talked about before, ebooks, audiobooks, research with Consumer Reports.
So not only do you have the digital version of the yearbooks, but you also have the hard copy versions, which these are always fun to look back at. Old yearbooks, the different types of covers that they had, and so forth. So that's a neat service that you have. So obviously everything DVD-wise, you have plenty of DVDs for people to choose from as well.
That's right. We're sort of the red box of the library world, right?
Yeah, there you go.
You know, those don't exist anymore, but you can still use your library card to check those out. And we have TV series too. Yeah. So we have a lot of NBC TV series.
There you go.
There you go.
30 Rock. We got 30 Rock there, and a travel and romance movie collection there as well.
Just for February.
Yeah,
right?
there you go, the month of love, right? So you've also got a community care drive. You know, libraries are all about building community and bringing people together, and you've got a drive going on here over the next several weeks.
Yeah, February 1st to March 1st,
okay.
And it collects personal care, cleaning supplies, all those things that are really in big demand at local pantries, and we donate those all to Heart of Hope Pantry and to the Rocky Resource Room, which serves students students and families in the Rock Island Milan School District.
Okay, so where can people drop these items off?
That's the great news, is there's more places this year. We have all 3 library locations. We have Parks and Rec, the RIFAC, Rock Island Fitness and Activity Center, and the Martin Luther King Center. And we'll have big pink boxes at all of those all month, and you can just drop off things.
Oh, that's very convenient for everyone as well. And obviously this is going to go back to the community, to those who are in need. Also, you know, we mentioned kind of the month of love, Valentine's cards. You are having people make Valentine's cards for our local seniors.
That's right. And those, again, go to assisted living centers and to our homebound patrons. And all 3 of our locations are doing that. You can just stop in anytime during library hours and make a card for somebody and kind of make their day.
Yeah, that's something sweet. And I know for those people, just, you know, it's just that small gesture that really makes a difference. So you've also got the Coffee and Conversation, which not only happens during the month of February, but you have it twice a month.
Twice a month all year.
Okay.
And so in February, that's the 13th and the 27th, and that is at our Southwest branch. And people can stop in and get some coffee and maybe a little refreshment and talk to people, meet new people. We have topics for people to talk about, you know, little conversation starters and games and activities. And honestly, they're from 10 to noon, and the last couple times we've had them, people have stayed the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
And I bet you it's a good way to maybe meet some new friends as well.
Exactly. And form those community networks. Those are so important for healthy living.
Yeah, and you have a lot of events coming up as well. Just prior to this, you were getting a close-up of this little lady right here, this little robot. So you have a robot workshop coming up this Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
That's right.
Yeah.
So our winter reading theme, is Be a Reading Machine.
Yes.
And so we have robots all over the children's room. And people
kids
were like,
love
"Oh, those are
robots.
so cute. How do I make that?" So we decided to do a workshop.
Okay.
And then we also have a scavenger hunt for the kids where they can
that's
find
fun.
like a little paper reading robot.
Yeah. Keep them all engaged. And we also have Tuneful Tuesday as well. We want to touch on that.
Yeah, that's in, Lincoln's birthday in February.
Yeah.
So we have Chris Valillo from Macomb doing his Abraham Lincoln in Song program.
Ooh, okay.
So
that'll be one.
Yeah, there's songs that Lincoln may have listened to that he enjoyed, that speak to his time. So great opportunity. That's at noon tomorrow, Tuesday, at our downtown library.
Of course, February is the shortest month of the year, as we mentioned, but just a busy month in general because it's also Black History Month.
Yeah, and we have several programs for that. We have James McBride. He's an award-winning, great author, is going to be speaking online tomorrow night, and you can still sign up for that. It's offered via the web. We also have a program on Emmett Till, which is a really tragic story from American history. That's coming up February 11th. And then later in February, we have Dave Marquard, who was a former Rock Island Milan school superintendent, talking about his personal journey in terms of understanding racism and kind of unraveling this journey that he took. And it's called From Dubuque to Selma and Back. Yeah,
that's very important. It's always important to look back in order to move forward. So these are certainly some events that people want to attend at the Rock Island Public Library. And we also have the Teen Science program as well, where people get to look at the 3D printer and how it works. And you brought a little piece for us today, the little KWQC logo.
Yeah, so they can see how that works, and we'll have some samples people can pick up. And yeah, we also have a dissection program this month as well. People can sign up for it. It's a teen program, and that goes with our teen science programming.
And you've mentioned the 3D printer before. How popular has this been at the library?
Well, we just got a new machine, so we'll be sampling this new machine. Before that, we had some 3D printing pens, and so this is kind of an upgrade.
Neat. Okay, and so real quick, we want to mention that you can also rent the community room out for any sort of meeting. Yeah,
nonprofits can rent that room at a lower cost. We also have some rooms that are available for business use, slightly higher cost. That's all available through our website, and all of these events that we do are also on that website. Yeah,
and you're bringing back the knitting circle as well, and Knit and Lit, right?
Knit and Lit and knitting circle, yeah. So lots for crafters. It's still wintry out there. Yeah. You might have a bunch of crafts you need to work on, so this is a great time for that.
And you know what? Punxsutawney Phil says there's 6 more weeks of winter, so
there you go.
I don't even want to go down that route, but Lisa, we could talk to you all hour about everything going on at the Rock Island Public Library, but if you'd like to check out everything and more at the Rock Island Public Library, you can head to rockislandlibrary.org, or you can give the library a call at 309-732-READ. Lisa, thanks so much for stopping by today.
Thanks for having us on again.
As always, we appreciate it. Well, next on Quad Cities Live, it is Monday, which means we introduce you to one of our our new adoptable four-legged friends. We'll meet Gertie right after the break. It is time for Adoptable Four-Legged Friends, and this week's four-legged friend comes from the Animal Aid Humane Society in Moline. As always, Vicki Sanders from the Humane Society joins us in studio today to talk about our newest adoptable four-legged friend, and we've got a beautiful cat. I mean, last week we had kind of like a Hershey chocolate colored cat. This week we've got a good old black cat. Vicki, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so this is Gertie, and Gertie is looking for a new home.
Right.
All right. She's a very calm lap cat, so if you're looking for a cuddly friend, she's the one.
Yeah, she would love to lay on your lap all afternoon while you read the paper.
Yeah, so how old is she about?
She's probably about 8 years old, yeah. She did belong to a homeless person, and that person just left her behind, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so do we know, does she get along with other cats, other animals?
She'd prefer if she could be by herself, but I mean, I think she'd tolerate maybe one or two.
All right.
So and we do have a return policy. If it absolutely did not work, then just bring her back.
So do you allow like a meet and greet for maybe a family who has another animal to come
Yeah,
beforehand?
we could work that out.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, so Animal Aid Humane Society, you've been around for a while. You're running out of space.
That we are.
So you are already in the works to get a new building,
right?
Correct?
Yep. We have 1.5 acres in Milan.
Okay.
And ready to build. So.
All right. So there's the empty field right now. That will be the future site of the Animal Aid Humane Society. It's right off the Rock Island Milan Beltway there, right across from Elevate Trampoline Park, if you are familiar with that.
It's in front of it.
It's in front of it.
It's across from UPS.
All right, across from UPS. So soon, that will be the foundation of the new Humane Society. So you're looking for maybe some businesses to get involved in donating to kind of help get this up and going.
That would be great if they give us a call and get signed up, and yeah, we could use their help.
All right, and also you look for the public's help as well.
Right.
You know, we were talking just before the break that, you know, you do the lawnmower repair services. You have a guy that repairs those lawnmowers, and that money goes right back to the Humane Society. So, you know, if your lawnmower's just sitting there and gathering dust because it doesn't work.
Or maybe they just don't mow the yard anymore.
Yeah.
Have it hired out.
Yeah, take it down. So do you just bring it by the Humane
just
Society?
give us a call, and drop it off. That'd be great.
All right, so what other donations do you look for throughout the year to help you out?
Well, we have estate planning, memorials, just regular donations, and of course releases, and then with her, an adoption is a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But, you know, we got about 100 that we'd love to find homes for.
Just 100 cats or 100
100
animals?
cats that we'd love to find homes for.
I know those cats, they fill up these animal shelters pretty quick. She's just such a little sweetheart.
We probably get 20 to 30 calls a day, people wanting to get rid of animals. It's so sad, so.
That they want to bring down to your Humane Society?
Yeah, and then everybody's full.
Yeah.
You know, and then dogs are the same way.
Sure.
Hopefully they don't just dump them somewhere.
Yeah, that's the problem is, you know, sometimes people dump them, and that's how they also end up in the Humane Society, and you don't know the vaccination history or the history of the animal at all. So so if someone sees Gertie right now, I mean, who doesn't want to adopt this little face? My 3 dogs would not appreciate me bringing Gertie home. But if someone wants to adopt her, what's the process like?
We have a form that they can fill out. Just give us a call. I can even go over it with them on the phone. You know, it's just that easy. So, and like I said, if it doesn't work out, you know, it doesn't. But if it does, it's a great home.
All right, she's going to make a great cat for, again, someone who's maybe looking for a lap friend over here.
She's doing better than I thought she would today.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't think she was going to do good in the
sometimes
studio?
they give me fits.
Yes, all right. Well, let's find Gertie a home. Animal Aid Humane Society, for the time being, located on 50th Street in Moline. You can visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/QCAAHS, or you can visit their website, molineanimalaid.org. You can also give them a call on the number on your screen, and of course they are looking for some donations to get that new building up and going there in Milan, because the need for a bigger space is there.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course, Vicki. Thank you. Well, the YMCA of the Iowa-Mississippi Valley has just announced the dates for Camp Abe Lincoln's 2025 summer camp. Coming up next on QCL, we'll learn more about this year's camp.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Well, even though it hasn't felt like it much this winter, we actually are in the middle of the season, but it is never too early to think about summer camp for your kids. And Camp Abe Lincoln just announced the programs and activities for this summer's camp. Lisa Overton is the branch executive for YMCA Camp Abe Lincoln and joins us now on Quad Cities Live. Lisa, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Camp Abe Lincoln has been around for quite a while. So for those unfamiliar, talk about Camp Abe Lincoln and its mission.
Sure. Camp Abe Lincoln's actually been around 100 years.
100 years, wow.
Yes, this will be our 101st summer. And it is a camp that offers a day camp program as well as an overnight resident camp. So it's a pretty traditional camp where kids can do a lot of fun activities outside. They typically stay for a week. Lots of day campers will stay more than a week.
Sure.
Just because they like being outside and like being active during the summer. And we run all summer from the time school's out, June 1st, until just about school starts back up August 15th.
Yeah, you hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And you don't stop.
We don't.
Yeah, so there's also school field trips that happen throughout the school year as well. I was telling Lisa during the commercial break that I have a very vivid memory of a horseback ride that I had there. So that's just one of the many activities, horseback riding.
Yes, it is. We do love having school groups out. Lots of groups like to come for, fifth grade class trip or something at the end of the summer. We do save our horseback riding for the summer activity.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can see why. So yeah, we've got fishing and frog hunting, a kangaroo jump. That's interesting. What exactly is that?
That's a trampoline pad that's on the ground.
Ooh.
All kids of all ages and adults love jumping on that.
Absolutely. Trails and hiking, archery, that's one I remember doing as well. Alpine tower, canoeing, so all sorts of different activities to be had there at Camp Abe Lincoln. So like you mentioned, Lisa, the summer camp doesn't start until the first week of June. So if you're itching to get out there, get your kid out there, we've got the spring camp that's also available.
We do. We have spring break day camp, and we bus kids from the Bettendorf and the Bittner, the downtown Davenport Y, and kids can come out for the whole week if they want to play outside instead of being stuck inside, or if they're just getting really anxious for summer. And then we also have all the opportunities for groups to come out anytime to try out camp. We'll have some family camp this summer and some Meet the Director open houses so families can learn about camp actually on site.
Okay, so if you want to learn more about the spring break camp, which runs from March 17th through the 21st, you can visit the website. That's ymcainv.org/camp. So for the summer camps, though, you have 11 weeks of overnight camp availability.
Yes, we do. We have lots of room. We have room for like 100 campers every week. We'd love to fill it every week. We'd love to have everyone have the opportunity to have a summer camp experience. It's just something that's just completely different than being in school or being on a sports team. It's just different experience when you're out in nature, when you're living overnight with your peers, and you have to learn how to work together. It's just a great experience that everyone should have. So we offer lots of opportunities. We don't want finances to be a barrier. We'd like everyone to have that great camp experience. Yeah,
and it really kind of bridges the gap between the school year and, summer break to really build that character development with their peers. So, if maybe the whole week being overnight isn't really your child's thing, you offer these, this is new this year, right? You offer the mini camps.
Yeah, I love the mini camp. That is a great offer. It's new for Camp Abe Lincoln. We haven't done that for a while. So bringing that back because families are so busy. They have lots of opportunities, but shouldn't miss out on that camp overnight opportunity. So we have 3 and 2 night overnights.
All right.
If you'd rather do that.
Okay, and you have a couple of specialty camps as well. You've got the horse camp as well as the teen camp. So what do those two involve?
Our horse camp is pretty unique because you can sign up for that if you're going to day camp or if you're going to overnight camp.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And so campers who choose to sign up for that then get a kind of hands-on experience taking care of a horse, learning more about a horse, getting more riding time than the other campers. They'll spend at least half their day working with horses, and then they still get a little taste of traditional activities, and it's at no additional cost.
Okay, and that's for ages 10 and older, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then we see on the screen that families and horse campers get a chance to participate in a mini rodeo on that Friday afternoon.
Yeah, we're also, that's new. We're also starting that this summer. So yeah, Friday afternoon. Parents can come out early for pickup and get to see what their kids have been doing all week.
Okay, and then we have teen camp that is for ages 13 to 15.
Yes.
So what do we learn there?
I keep hearing that that's a big need, and you know, we really need something for those 13 to 15-year-olds to do before they're old enough to work at camp or lifeguard or whatever. So that is, they still get the traditional camp activities, but they get a lot of team building and leadership type of activities. And when you do that, they're having fun and they don't realize it. But the brilliance
That's the best kind of fun.
the brilliance of it comes at the end when you debrief the activity and you really talk about what you learned and what you thought about it. And so they get a lot of leadership learning. They get to help us with our theme weeks each week.
Oh, okay.
So we have a different theme every week.
Yeah, those are fun too.
Yeah, they're very fun to participate in, and the teens get some say in what we're going to do.
Yeah, and then the best type of learning is when it's fun and you don't even know it.
That's right.
For sure. And then obviously you've got the day camp as well.
Yes.
Where people can participate, what is it, 4 activities each day? Or multiple?
Yeah, at least 4 activities.
At least 4 activities.
Yeah, 4 big ones. We try to keep a schedule so everybody gets a chance to try out everything.
Yeah, so we've got swimming, character building, snack and lunch provided with that as well. So many different options for camp at Camp Abe Lincoln. So if you would like to sign your child up for Camp Abe Lincoln, there are a few simple steps that you need to follow. So you do have to have a one-time payment of $25 for registration as you sign up for your child's desired camp weeks. You also need to choose a payment option. You can either pay in full or you have that payment plan that is an option. And also you can register for that financial assistance. Like you said, Lisa, you don't want any family to be turned away for any reason whatsoever. So you can do all of this by heading to the website on your screen. That's ymcaimv.org/camp. Sounds like a busy spring and summer ahead, and always a lot of fun out there. A lot of good memories at Camp Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa, thanks for stopping by today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, next on QCL, we revisit one of the more unique restaurants that will be sure to cure your itch for your favorite deep-fried treat. We'll take you back to Carnival Delights in Knoxville, Illinois. Plus, Art with Atticus. We sit down with Atticus to learn more about his intuitive painting classes, helping participants release emotion and express their creativity. But first, it's been a spring-like day for some of us. The Quad Cities, it's really turning into a winter-like day with that fog rolling in. Temperatures much cooler than when you headed out the door this morning. And we're also tracking some impactful weather that could impact travel later this week. Teresa Bryant irons it all out in your First Alert forecast after the break.
And now your First Alert forecast with Teresa Bryant.
Well, earlier today, we were looking at some pretty warm temperatures across the region. Those readings now starting to fall through the afternoon and into the evening hours, and that will be followed by cool conditions through the rest of the week. And a couple of rain and snow chances coming up for Wednesday and again on Saturday. First Alert Day in effect for Wednesday for that more active weather and the possibility of some rain, snow, or even freezing rain out there. Here are high temperatures for today, and readings reached into the 30s and 40s, north to 56 in Moline, 63 degrees in Macomb, 64 in Keokuk. Well, now we're at 33 degrees in Dubuque, 34 in Galena, only 43 in Moline, and a reading of 61 degrees in Burlington. Winds still moving out of the north now at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts even getting a little bit higher, so pretty blustery out there right now and making it feel a little bit colder along with those falling temperatures. Still seeing plenty of cloud cover out there, which is going to continue across our region. We also see a bit of fog overlooking the Quad Cities area this afternoon due to that quick drop in temperatures, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and visibility down to 2 miles in Davenport, 3 in Moline, down to 3 miles visibility in the Clinton area. Again, clouds expected to continue through the rest of this afternoon and into this evening. Brief clearing taking place toward early tomorrow morning. We'll start off with some sunshine. Don't look for it to last, though. More clouds building into the region ahead of our next system set to arrive on Wednesday. And Wednesday is where we will see our First Alert Day in effect during the day on Wednesday for rain, freezing rain, snow, or a wintry mix of all three. And that could make for some slick travel conditions, not not only through the morning, but into the afternoon and evening as well. Let's take a look at that. We pick things up on Wednesday, and we see that precipitation moving through this area. Pink indicating not only a wintry mix, but possibly freezing precipitation as well. Most of this out of here by early Thursday. Dry conditions for Thursday and again on Friday. And then Saturday, our next big system starts to take aim on the region and could bring not only that wintry mix initially, rain, and then a mix of rain and snow changing over to all snow, and that's what we're looking at right now. This is still a ways off. There's still a lot of variables to be had here, so something that we will be keeping an eye on over the course of the next several days. For tonight, 22 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Highs only reaching into the 30s tomorrow. 30 degrees in Stockton, 31 in Preston, 32 in Morrison. We'll see a reading of 32 degrees in Muscatine, 33 in Wapello, 34 degrees in Galesburg. Quad Cities area looking for partly sunny to mostly cloudy and colder conditions with a high of 32 degrees. And temperatures, well, they're going to stay pretty chilly over the next several days. Again, a first alert day does remain in effect during the day on Wednesday for that wintry mix of rain, freezing rain and snow, and then sunshine and scattered clouds for Thursday and Friday. Highs in the 30s through the end of the week and into the weekend. And again, that's where we'll see our next big system, still to be determined. Timing, track, any amounts of precipitation we get. So this is something we're going to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we certainly have our work cut out for us, Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely on the downhill from today's, what was it, 57 degrees or something?
56, yeah.
56, yeah, wow.
At the beginning of February, who could believe it? Yeah.
Yeah, and what a difference it makes. The sky view, I hadn't looked outside in a while, and then I saw the sky view. Once that front moved through, that fog really came in.
I looked up and I said to Eric, is that fog? Yeah, it's fog, yeah.
What a day, what a day. All right, thanks so much, Teresa. Well, coming up next on Quad Cities Live, what's on the menu at Carnival Delights? We will get an up-close look at this new restaurant in Knoxville, Illinois that brings the carnival to town nearly every day of the week.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Welcome back to Quad Cities Live. It may be a little frigid outside, but we're thinking warm thoughts with carnival food as we made the trip down I-74 to check out one of the newest staples in Knoxville, Illinois, right off Main Street, Carnival Delights. Joining me now is one of the owners of Carnival Delights, Roy Collins. Roy, thanks for having us down here today.
Yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
I mean, yeah, this place screams carnival right as you walk inside, and you and your wife, Jessica, created this. What was the idea to have a restaurant like this?
We thought about an ice cream shop in Knoxville. We thought Knoxville needed a good old-fashioned ice cream shop. Yeah. And when we started kicking the idea around, it was actually my wife, Jessica, who came up with, let's add to this ice cream shop. Let's make it ice cream shop on steroids.
Yeah.
So she came up with the idea of the Twinkies, the deep fried Oreos, the funnel cakes. And when we started talking about the desserts, we started talking about these are carnival foods.
Yeah.
And then that's how Carnival Delights came about.
I mean, everyone loves a good fried food, and I mean, you have it all here. So what is the response from the Knoxville community been?
Yeah, we opened October 19th, and we had people waiting a city block, waiting to get in. So the response has been absolutely fantastic. We couldn't be happier with the community support for us.
I was talking to your wife, Jessica, a little bit earlier, and I was asking her, I'm like, do you have people coming from far away? Because there's really nothing like this really around this area.
We do. Jessica's the face of the business, obviously. I'm in the back cooking. So she gets to talk to everybody that comes in, and we've had people from the Quad Cities, Davenport and Bettendorf. We've had people trying to petition us to come to the Mississippi Valley Fair.
There you go.
Champaign, Danville, all over Illinois. So it's been fantastic that we've been a staple and a tourist attraction for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think this will be a big tourist attraction, especially in these colder months when people want their funnel cake, they want their big tenderloin, they want their elephant ear. So let's talk about the food, because obviously that's the start of the show. I mean, right when you walk in, you're greeted with carnival music on the outside. A very beautiful sign as well, but you're also greeted by the smells.
Yeah.
I mean, this is wonderful.
We're originally from Northern Illinois, so we know what a good Chicago-style hot dog and a good beef, tastes like.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to bring some of that flair and pizzazz down here. And we do just about everything with the smash burger, the tenderloins, the grilled chicken, chicken on a stick. You got to have the carnival type food.
Yeah, of course. You got the fried onion rings.
The fried onion rings.
Oh, a good crunch to it as well.
Yeah, we think we've got a good variety. We toy with a lot of different ideas that we'll probably unveil in the spring. Deep fried pizzas.
Ooh. Deep fried pizza.
That type of thing. So.
All right. So obviously, I think when a lot of people think carnival, they think funnel cakes.
Yeah.
And I mean, these funnel cakes are the types that you would get at a carnival. I mean, you don't just do the basic strawberries and cream. I mean, you have so many different flavors.
Yeah. Again, Jessica's the artist. I think she does 72 different funnel cakes.
72.
Yeah. Strawberry and cream. She does a cherry cheesecake, a blueberry lemon. I mean, every combination that you could imagine, she does. Funnel cakes obviously have been a #1 seller for us.
I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with a good funnel cake. You got the deep fried Oreos, deep fried candy bars. What are your hopes and dreams for Carnival Delights?
Yeah, we're hoping. We've had people say, "Oh, you should move out here," and that's not our goal. We want to establish ourselves here in Knoxville. We want to grow the business. We'd like to take the show on the road and do some of the festivals and events. And kind of get our name out there. But yeah, we're happy right here in our hometown.
I mean, every kid loves a carnival, so why not a carnival-themed birthday? You have that opportunity as well for kids to have their birthday party here.
Just before you and I came on the air, Jessica got a phone call. We've rented another birthday party.
That's awesome.
Parties have been, obviously, we're a popular destination for things like that. We've got the arcade machines and the music and the decor.
Yeah.
So it screams a birthday party. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. And of course, you said that the whole idea for this to be born was ice cream, and every birthday party comes with ice cream as well.
Sure, and we do allow folks to bring in their birthday cakes, and we do a package deal here for whatever type of food that they want. But again, the response has been overwhelming from the community, and we couldn't be happier.
Yeah, I mean, this is an excellent place. Some of the customers have been talking about, raving about the food. So come on down to Carnival Delights here in Knoxville, Illinois. Roy and Jessica behind the scenes, thanks so much for inviting us down here today.
I appreciate you guys coming down. We're a short trip from the Quad Cities and Peoria. So
yeah, not too bad of a drive down or up 74.
Right.
That's for sure. All right, thanks, Roy.
Thanks.
Oh man, I'm hungry. Well, Carnival Delights is about an hour away as you drive south on Interstate 74. They're located at 234 East Main Street in Knoxville, Illinois. Hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday from 11 to 6. If you want to book a birthday party, you can give them a call at the number on your screen. And you can also find Carnival Delights and all of their tasty treats, those pics on Facebook. Just search Carnival Delights, Knoxville, Illinois. Well, coming up next on Quad Cities Live, learn more about Art with Atticus. There are some upcoming events where you can take an instructor-led painting class. We'll chat with Atticus next. Tomorrow on QCL, we are giving you the first alert on an upcoming holiday vacations trip to the Canadian Rockies, Vancouver, and Victoria with meteorologist Kevin Phelps. Kevin will join us to discuss his upcoming trip. And the Davenport Public Library will be here for QCL Book Club. Brittany Peacock joins Morgan to talk about last month's book, and they will pick a book for them to read for the month of February, and yeah, you can read along as well. Tune in Tuesday for Quad Cities Live, same time, same place, right here on TV6. Art is therapy. It is a way to express yourself, communicate, and reduce stress, but it can also be a way to create a safe space for self-reflection. And a local artist is providing us with more opportunities to create. Joining me now is Atticus Norman. He is the man behind Art with Atticus. Atticus, welcome to the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So art is certainly your passion. Just talking, over the last several minutes, you can certainly tell that. So give us a little bit of background on yourself and how you got interested in art.
Yeah, so art has been my greatest passion my whole entire life, basically. I remember just drawing with my mom when I was younger. My grandma would always get me art supplies for Christmas and stuff like that. And then when I went into high school and started picking my electives for classes, I always went with the art class for my elective. And then I discovered in high school, because of my art teacher, the Quad City Arts Youth Metro Youth Apprenticeship Program, where you create murals with local artists from all over the area, all 15 to 21, that really just made me come to the realization that I could do art as a living if I, you know, put my focus on it. So I started doing murals with them and have continued that since, doing private murals and yeah.
Yeah, it's really great that we have that platform here in the Quad Cities to get the youth interested in art in that way.
Absolutely,
and a lot of support from Quad City Arts. So you mentioned the mural you did. You actually have a mural that you helped paint at Black Hawk College where you attended.
Yeah, I did one at Black Hawk College, I think with 6 other students while I was there. Yeah. It's actually on display above the stairs in the college too, so if you ever want to stop in the college and check it out, that one's actually really fun. We actually put me in the mural.
Really?
So
you painted yourself, and
someone else painted me.
someone.
Yeah,
you wanted a self-portrait. You wanted someone else to do that. So, in addition to the murals, you also do various other things. You do window painting, correct?
Yeah, window painting. That's a big holiday one. Holiday window paintings. I've done that with downtown Davenport, East Moline. I also have been doing ceramics at the Figgy lately. They have a great ceramic studio there. You can look more into that on their website. The Figgy's also great for supporting the artists in the area, and I have a work on exhibit there as well right now.
You have an exhibit at the Figgy?
At the Figgy for the student exhibition.
And what has it been like to see your work there on display at the Figgy?
It's awesome, you know. I don't always give myself like credit for all my accomplishments, but that's a big one, and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, so. you should be very proud of it. And these are some of your works that you've done, various different mediums of art. And then over here are some of the works that your students have done, because you like to do these instructor-led courses.
Yeah, so I like to call them intuitive paint classes. What's different about it than your traditional follow-along paint class is it's more just expressing your emotions. I like to call it painting how you feel instead of following along me, something subjective. I really just encourage people to use different symbols and colors that can represent different emotions or personal significant meanings, you know. Everyone always has different pieces at the end of the class. As you can see, they're all super unique. That's one of my favorite parts about it. Super awesome community created through the classes, so everyone kind of supports each other, walks around, and you know, gives tips or maybe just picks up inspiration from other people while they're walking around.
Yeah, these are beautiful pieces. So you call this Art with Atticus, and these are workshops that you actually just started last year. So what was the idea behind getting this up and going?
I really just wanted to create a safe space for anyone from any background to come, let out their emotions. You know, I think art is a tool for human expression, to, you know, express our experience, emotions. I think right now, just with everything going on, everyone could use a good emotional outlet, you know? So art is a great emotional outlet, and another one of my favorite parts about it is there's no skill level required or anything like that. You can just come, and I say to get out of your mind and into your body, just kind of let it flow, and, you know.
And you know, that's something that people struggle with sometimes is, you know, you're feeling all of these emotions, but you just don't know how to express it, and this is the perfect way to do that. So what kind of advice would you give someone who might struggle with that, you know, struggle putting the brush to the canvas and just going? Like, how do you get them to just go?
So my favorite saying is just trust the process, you know. Art is all subjective. There's things in museums that's just a blacked out on a canvas, you know. So it's really up to the viewer to decide, you know, what they're looking at and what it means to them, and it's all different for everyone. So just kind of let go, trust the process. I like to encourage people to take a second to just let go of what happened throughout the day, or, you know, really get into your body and express what you're feeling.
And just with talking to you, you can tell that you follow your own word and you follow that advice. So you want all of this art to be accessible to anyone. So your Art with Atticus workshops, there's no flat fee that you require people to pay. You want pay what you can, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I take donations for the classes. My goal with that being for it to be as accessible for everyone as possible. I do like to ask for a base donation of $20. But if you can not provide the $20, that's totally acceptable. And if you can pay more than that, that might help someone else out who can't later in the future. So we appreciate everything and anything and everything that we get.
And you've got a couple of workshops coming up. We've got one at Radical Effect Brewery in Rock Island. That's February 24th from 6 to 8, as well as one at Bent River in the Uncommon Room in Rock Island. That's February 26th from 6 to 8. So to sign up, you want people to sign up, correct?
So they can email artwithatticus@gmail.com. I'm just keeping track of all the attendance there.
Okay.
And I would like to mention the Radical Effects one is 21 and up for now.
Perfect. Okay. Good to know.
But the Bent River one is totally open to anyone. So.
All right. Well, if you want to learn more information about upcoming events and opportunities, you want to be sure to follow Atticus on Instagram and Facebook. That's Sukatart. So all you have to do is search Sukatart, and you'll be dabbling in some tattoos here pretty soon as well.
Yeah, I'll be starting a tattoo apprenticeship over at the Sacred Moon Studio in Davenport. So just keep an eye out on there for all the tattoo updates to come.
All right. Follow on Facebook and Instagram. Atticus, thank you so much, and thank you for watching. Your News at 4 with Sharon is coming up next. Have a great evening.